Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rainbow Warriors will put toe to leather and will get started. Return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wyoming's offense will come out first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The give. Slithers into space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Goes to the option. Nice move there. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has, obviously.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a third and long. Might as well stick with him. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Stark. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. to the air on first down. That's caught. It's Stark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on second down. Rides the back on the option. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Warriors!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. UNLV pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Rebels were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves.
And running back on the move.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Gives it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick step and go. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that turning it on? Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lindsey. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On the run, it's Dozier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Using his legs, it's Lindsey. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Escapes the sack. The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The option look. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hard running there. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout of turning it on. That's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Have to put that first down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Stark. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. From the gun, the running back has it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Makes his man miss. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Finds a little space. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Lots of room to run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Oh, he got loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.